Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pratyarine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschathyade Satarine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pratyarine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschathyade Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Everybody, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody together, a little louder. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. A little louder, one more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more, Bada. Everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more follow, everybody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Last time, one more balloon. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura. Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya 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 Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, all together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, again. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Srila Prabhupada ki, Harinam Sankirtan.
Bada Hari Prabhu ki.
Sai Go Premanande.
That moment has arrived. During the kirtan, one of the children looked up at me. I couldn't hear them because the kirtan was just powering on so wonderfully and so sweetly, but I could read the lips. And she said, Gurudev, is the kirtan going to end? And I said, yes. He said, can't we just keep chanting? So I thought that was the result of this Sacred Sounds retreat, that we get namruchi, we get some taste for the holy names. And if we just keep chanting and chanting and chanting, as Govinda Maharaj was so nicely, so elegantly, shastrically explaining, then our journey continues all the way back to the spiritual world, to Goloka Vrindavan. This holy name has saved us from material existence. It's maintaining us while we're here as devotees, and it will deliver us the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna in the spiritual world. So therefore the holy name is our everything. It's the be-all and end-all of our existence. And we get a little drop of that understanding. We get a little taste, and we get hankering, so that when we leave the event, the only shelter we have in this miserable world is the chanting of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. If you were listening carefully to Maharaj's discourses, you could understand that the highest sentiment that one can have in Krishna consciousness is that feeling of separation. When I first heard that, I thought, I'm going to be separated from Krishna? Yes, sometimes, yes, in the spiritual world, because separation makes the heart grow fonder. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he describes that in that mood of separation, one's memories, one's hankerings, one's love for the Lord only increases. When you're with someone, there's a one-on-one relationship, something's happening, but when you're away from someone, in a second, your heart, your mind is just flooded with so many memories of that person's activities, their characteristics, their attributes, like that. We're beginning to understand, and certainly we'll get a feeling of separation when we leave in a few minutes. So how do we deal with that? We can deal with that by Smaranam. Smaranam means to be absorbed in the memories or the activities of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnava. And I was kind of listing the things that I'm going to remember about this festival as I'm driving to Brisbane in a couple hours through the vacation traffic. And then I catch a flight from Brisbane to Dubai, almost 15 hours in the airplane. 8-hour layover in Dubai, a 4-hour flight to Delhi, and a 5-hour with the traffic drive to Vrindavan. No problem. I've got no problem because I wrote down my memories. Shravanam Kirtanam, hearing and chanting, brings Krishna Smaranam. And the goal of Krishna consciousness is to always remember the Lord and never forget Him. So this festival, God bless this festival, it's increased our desire to always remember Krishna and never forget Him. So these are the memories that I'm carrying, and I'm sure that you'll carry the same with you, that the classes of Bhakti Bringa Govinda Maharaj. And thank the Lord he didn't finish the Brihat Bhagavatamrita. If you see him, please beg him to come back, so otherwise we'll just be lost. We'll get as far as Vaikuntha and we can't make it to Goloka, so that. And his own memories of great personalities. Srila Prabhupada, he shared some memories of Srila Prabhupada with us, and one of the most touching moments for me in the whole event was his remembrances of Akinchana Krishnadas Babaji, one of Prabhupada's dear godbrothers, and his interactions with him, all based on chanting the holy names. That was so wonderful. And of course, his explanation of the travels of Gopakumar, so wonderful. Taken from the Brihat Bhagavatamrita. That, I think we sold that book out. If you didn't get it, you must get it. It's the first book of the Goswamis. Mahaprabhu asked the Goswamis to write books on the science of Krishna consciousness so the people of Kali Yuga could reach perfection. So that's the first book. It's the foundation of all the Goswamis' writings. How can we forget the kirtans? Every single kirtan was off the charts. Wasn't it? We thank all the kirtaniers and the support they got from the horn section. Oh my God. Bhakti Ethan and Prem. You maybe didn't notice, but they are really, really good musicians, talented professional musicians. And they knew when to come in and when to fade out. They knew the melodies. And if you were listening, it was like, I saw Govinda Maharaj a couple times when Ethan was playing sax. He's going, oh, wow. He's going like, whoa. I sometimes think he's a reincarnation of John Coltrane. I don't know. So thanks to, and the sound, Dwijavara was so expert with the sound this year. But the mother of all kirtans was last night. There ain't no party like a kirtan party, and the kirtan party don't stop. Someone said that's going to become a new mantra in the Australian Yatra, Indradumna Swami. I said, I didn't introduce it, Bibi Govinda Maharaj. But we saw you on the YouTube, it's all over YouTube. You were singing it like a rap star. Can't do that at 70. And that kirtan, it's just, I couldn't sleep last night. I was just in my mind. The kirtan party and the kirtan party. And somehow the lights disappeared. I think, how's that possible for a 70-year-old man to crowd surf, jump off the stage? I'll tell you because I never grew up. And the shining eyes of the villagers, I don't know what we're supposed to call them. The old day was woofers. I didn't like that, you know. But our guests, our beloved guests who are coming to this wonderful community and assisting in all the work and being maintained, they get room and board, and somehow they're just drawn up here to this kirtan mela, just like when Krishna plays his flute, the gopis come running. One time a devotee, he said to Prabhupada, I am so sinful, Srila Prabhupada. I was so sinful, I'm so sorry. And Prabhupada said, that's all right, you may have been sinful, but when you heard the chanting of Krishna's sweet holy names, you came running. I would like that. So yes, I mentioned the other day that the eyes are the light of the soul. The soul's buried deep, deep, deep within this body and the heart, covered by lust, anger, and greed. But when we do kirtan, you can see the soul awakening. And how do you see? The eyes are the light of the soul. And I was watching all the villagers here. Even they didn't know it. Their eyes were shining so brightly. And in the beginning, they were kind of watching and taking it in, checking it out. But last night and today, they were dancing like veteran devotees. Let's give them a big round of applause. We're actually here for them. That's always when I do festivals, it's always for the new people. The devotees come and they show the path back home. We put the light on the path and singing, dancing, some philosophy and feasting. But really, it's to bring in the new people, because that's the dream of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He said he would not be happy until the 14 worlds were chanting Hare Krishna. So we have a lot of festivals to do, Prabhus. Isn't that nice? Another special moments for me were the children. Oh my God. Let's give a hand to all these children. They weren't pushed here onto the stage by their parents. No. Sometimes the parents had to hold them back because it was a mellow kirtan, it was just beginning, and I saw the parents, no, not yet, not yet. Oh. But they also came running, and being born in devotee families or having come to Krishna consciousness with their families, being so innocent. And it's so natural, isn't it? Krishna consciousness is natural. We tend to think of it as a struggle sometimes because we're conditioned, but once you get going, you see this is the nature of the soul to glorify Krishna. That's what the servant does with the master, what the lover does with the beloved. They glorify their beloved. So the best love is the love of the residents of Vrindavan, and they're always singing, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. So these children don't know what is sinful activity, which covers the soul. One time Prabhupada said, in my lifetime, he said, I never knew what was sinful activity, and there was never a day I forgot the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. So these children are the same. They don't know what the world is. Even if they're teenagers, they have a glimpse, but a lifetime of devotional service. So when they come on the stage, they are chanting from the heart. And they are the future of this Krishna conscious movement. So my greatest joy was seeing them come up and just by the droves and dancing with abandon. You know, we're like, all right, what move should I do next? They're just dancing. It's the souls. You see the souls dancing. So they're really the most important part of this community. And we thank you, children, for coming up and showing us what real Krishna consciousness is. It's not an easy thing to cook prasadam for so many people, twice a day, and delicious prasadam. So let's give a big round of applause to the cooks. Another special moment for me was in the class this morning when His Holiness Bhakti Bringa Govinda Maharaj predicted, I can't really say predicted, but he gave a hint, that RP would one day cook with Radharani. I said to Maharaj afterwards, why don't you say something like that about me? I can also cook for Radharani. He said, because you're a male. I don't always want to be. Yeah. And the rain. Thank you, Devatas, for sending the rain, because we're all packed up tight in this smelly tent. A little advice next year for the organizer, let's have some wooden floors. Yeah, we graduated to that a few years ago on the Polish tour at Woodstock. We used to dance in the mud, and someone said, how about wooden floors? Hey, that's a good idea. Why didn't we think about that before? Oh, I don't know, you're the manager, Maharaj. So now we have wooden floors, you know. And yes, the rain felleth from heaven like a gentle rain. Those drops were like just mist coming down from the sky. Flowers, actually, we hear. Prabhupada said when it rains at Ratha Yatra, that's the demigods showing their happiness for the event. They're showering flowers, but we see that as rain. So I think that your pure chanting of the holy names pleased the Supreme Lord, and he ordered the demigods to shower lots of flowers on the festival. It's okay. The many rainbows I saw, I mean, you may be used to it, but, you know, I go to parts of the world like, you know, Dubai, the Emirates. It only rains for 60 seconds a year. And your hope of seeing a rainbow, Vedas say the rainbow is the bow of Indra. There's many descriptions. One is the bow of Indra. And I saw this rainbow, a double rainbow actually, a full arch. And then I was looking into Kirtan, and there was one girl. She was dressed like a rainbow. Where are you, Rainbow?
I'm here.
Here, step forward. This is Rainbow. She was dressed in a little gopi skirt with a rainbow, so I thought the rainbow became a little girl and joined our festival. She was one of the most enthusiastic kirtaneers, so give her a big round of applause. Rainbow. Her name's actually Rupa Manjari, but I call her Rainbow. And that little girl, I don't know where she is, she was chanting spontaneously in front of the microphone. I think she's about 2 or something, 2.5. Where is she? Huh? Can you bring her? She definitely was a kirtan singer in her last life. Come, Lali. Come up on the stage. You are not stage fright. Come. 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 Can... Now she has stage fright. She was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. She knew all the moves, and then she was dancing and running. So, yeah, next year, you can lead the main kirtan, okay? The dancing was extraordinaire, we say in French. That the dancing was, it's so much part. Vakashar Pandit, how long did he dance? 72 hours. So every year we'll try to increase this. Maybe we can dance for 72 hours straight. Let's see. Yes, and for me, just watching Srila Prabhupada oversee this event and give his benedictions. Actually, Prabhupada wrote a letter to one of my godbrothers. He said that the photo, this devotee was feeling separation from Prabhupada and asked if he could have a photo of Prabhupada. This is in the days of just black and white photos. And Prabhupada said, yes, of course. He said, just like the deity is present in metal or stone or wood, the spiritual master is present in his photo. Yeah. And just look at Prabhupada's face. He was looking at the stage, and he was so happy with all of his children, the big ones and the small ones and the aspiring ones, chanting and dancing with this wonderful mantra that he brought from the spiritual world, actually. So thank you, Srila Prabhupada, for this festival. Thank you for this wonderful community of New Govardhan. Thank you for Ajita Prabhu, who's very humble. He was here, but he was working hard in the background as well. Thank you for all the organizers. There's too many to mention, and I can't remember all the names. He had a good team. He's got a good team of organizers here, organizing various aspects, facets of the community. But thank you, Jita, for organizing, and your managers and all those managers. Thank you, the cooks, the sound people, the people that put up the tent. I don't really want to forget anybody, so I'll just thank everybody all together, and thank you to all the participants. What would it have been without you? It wouldn't, an empty tent. And again, my dream, I have a dream. My dream is that it will continue to expand, because Srila Prabhupada told us one time, after we came back from a Harinam party, he was in Paris, and he asked to see the Harinam party, and we came in. He said to us, thank you for going out and preaching the glories of the holy name. He said, Krishna consciousness is blissful when it's expanding. And everyone out there, irregardless, is a devotee of Krishna. As George Harrison said, some people know it and some people don't. But we're here. We're already liberated for all practical purposes. We're liberated. We're on the path home. If we don't make any offenses and we keep sincere and live in the association of devotees, always chant the holy names, we're delivered. We have nothing to lament. But our only lamentation is that all our brothers and sisters out there in those little towns in the north of Australia, they're forgetful of that. So our duty is to spend the rest of our lives serving Srila Prabhupada as he did, and going to the people and bringing them this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Not only do I dream that this will become a yatra festival. You remember I was talking about the yatra festival we used to have in Europe every year? All the devotees from all the European countries would come without fail. We had 1,000, 2,000 devotees every year, a week-long festival. got to see each other, exchange Sankirtan stories, share our hopes and our frustrations with others, hear the leaders speak. Like that, it was so wonderful. So I was so happy to see this year. Devotees came from Perth. Perth at the end of the earth. And Adelaide and Melbourne and Sydney and Brisbane and all the other places, lots of Namahatas. So I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but I would hope that someday that somehow we'll find a bigger place like this. We'll need a tent the size of a soccer field, or a cricket field, as you say down here. We'll find some place, a big tent, huge tent. Thousands of devotees come. They'll bring their families and their friends, and they'll bring just busloads of people who are just met the devotees and are curious how to practice this wonderful way of life of singing, dancing, some philosophy, and tasty prasadam. So let's see, maybe in the lifetime of these young devotees here, they'll see that dream come true. Us, older generation, we've seen miracles. We sometimes think miracles only happened 2,000 years ago, but no. Miracles happen every day in the Sankirtan movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His movement is as alive now as it was 500 years ago. And it will continue like this for at least 10,000 years. That's the prediction. I think it'll just keep going. Because when you start chanting Hare Krishna, party's not over. What's the mantra? Stop. Let's hope it goes on to the end of Kali Yuga. So much so that at the end of Kali Yuga, there's no conditioned souls left. We're all back home in the spiritual world. And recently, I read a translation of one of Prabhupada's conversations, and he said to the devotee, when we get back to the spiritual world, he said, we will remember each other. I thought that was so nice, that we'll remember each other. How can I forget, Bada Hari, Kosharupa, Sri Prahlad, Alalanath, Pratapna, Jayashri. How come I don't want to forget them. I want to remember them because they're all part of the Kirtan party, and it's the Kirtan party that's going to deliver us one day to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna and Goloka. I thank all of you again. I don't think we need any thank yous. We've given thank yous. If I've left anybody out, my dandavats in the dust of your lotus feet. Prabhupada knows you, Krishna recognizes you, and Ajita knows you, and you're going to get the credit for that. So many devotees help. Thank you to everyone for building up this festival, continuing it every year. Let's pray from the inner recesses of our heart that we can have another Sacred Sounds Festival in 2020, bigger and better than ever. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki, Golok Premdan Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki, Dancing in Kirtan forever ki, New Govardhan Dhamma ki, the Australian Yatra ki, World Radhiskan ki. Take all the fallen conditioned souls back home, back to Godhead by the end of Kali Yuga ki. Go to Premanandi. Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Jai Jai Sri Radhe. Sham. Sri Sri Bhagavat Prasadam ki. Have a safe journey home, and God bless. Hare Krishna.